Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Chris Cole, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Again, they run it with Cole. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Cameron Jordan is now one of those versatile defensive linemen that you can play all up and down the front. Whether he's playing tackle or end, he knows how to make plays.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that... sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that leads to a Carolina first down. They'll come out in the pistol. From the 50, Newton. And this one brought in by a man who missed all of last year, Kelvin Benjamin.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, it's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On second down, here's Newton. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing again is Newton. Well, this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Breeze to throw on second down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now Breeze on the bootleg. That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. First down and goal to go from the 7. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, here's Blitz coming, and down he goes. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he fires one, but incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They come up in an offset eye. Newton on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Gets it to Benjamin, it's caught. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on 3rd down, very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw is Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Newton on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Wake up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it'll be 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They come up with 1 back. That's Ingram. And the play clock's running down. They go play action here on first down. Now he's flushed out right. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the
touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Carolina getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is pulled. Muscles him off. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
To throw on second down is Newton. And the tight end Dixon left side. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the second-rounder, Von Bell. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Here we go. Double up. It's coming, double up. Hey, what do you want? Hey, kill. 5-9.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
10 yards still left on second down. On second down, here's Breeze. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And they're going to speed things up here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So 2nd and 10 here. Shift together here from the D-line. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. They go play action. Now Breeze lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They come up in an offset eye. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A final shot before the break. Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Newton surveying the field and unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, the rookie Sheldon Rankins. To throw on second down is Newton. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On second down, here's Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Third and long. It's Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Red zone opportunity.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's done right there.
Another pistol look here. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now Newton on third and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Newton. And this is incomplete. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Saints will have the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Second down now after the pass completion. Another pistol look here. On second down, Ingram. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There goes Mark Ingram. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 88 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach. because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down following the incompletion.
Watch left. Watch left. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
They run it with Cole. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go, D. It's gonna be a long day, offense. It's gonna be a long day.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right, to be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
59 5, check, check. 0-2, 0-2. Check. 21, 21. Kill.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. So the D-line's going to spread out. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And an alley to run. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Breeze to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now Breeze on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
On second down, here's Breeze. Caught right side, it's Snead. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the eye. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
In motion, the tight end. Play clock winding down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 3-time All-Pro, Luke Kuechly, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Time running out here on the play clock. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a third and about 13.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He gets it away. It's a high hanger. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Caught left side by Funchess. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Carolina first. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into it. Funchess is free. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And now a timeout's going to be called here. I think it was by the defense. It was. And that's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this second half. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Cam looking to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come up with 1 back. That's Ingram. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They come out here in the eye. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And, you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. But if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.
So for New Orleans, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.